Welcome to the Small Business Show. My name is Swire from Garuda Promo. Today we're with Mark Villalovos, an entrepreneur and the principal of Zenon Consulting LLC. Mark will be sharing some growth hacks that he has used to help clients to accelerate their growth, gain new clients, drive traffic to their website, increase revenue, and wrap up their success. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Swire. How are you? Thank you so much for having me.
It's nice to have you. I know that there is a lot that you do, and today we're focused on growth hacks. But before we start, can you give us a little bio about your background and then some of the things that you do?
Absolutely. So my name is Mark Villalovos. I was born and raised in Southern California and moved my family out to the Chicago area in 2017. I have spent my career primarily in retail, working for folks like the Walt Disney Company at Disney stores. Currently, I'm with Kmart and Sears, but I'm also an entrepreneur. I've started the Run Laughlin Half Marathon. I've started a consulting business, and I help small businesses do things like marketing communications, but also like to dabble in growth hacks. And that's what we're here to talk about today.
Okay. So with your background, I know you have a presentation and slides for us. Is small business at a disadvantage compared to large business like the Disney company?
Well, there are definitely advantages to having the Walt Disney Company and Sears and Kmart based on, just the number of people who are already fans and already customers there. And a small business, it's really all about really growing that and really kind of creating that. And that's really what obviously marketing, communications, but also growth hacks can really kind of help grow that number of customers who are aware of who you are, also want to try out what you are selling, and then hopefully tell other people that they should come and spend time and money with you as well.
Okay.
So if you don't mind, we can kick this off and get ready. And I think it'd be pretty exciting. I'll go ahead and start sharing my screen. And are you okay? Can you see my screen okay, everybody?
Yeah, I can see your screen, yes.
Fantastic, everybody. Thank you so much for being here today. We really appreciate you, and thanks for your patience there. I had a little technical difficulty at the beginning, but a lot of my clients ask me about getting new customers and growing their business. And so one of the things that I wanted to share with you today is a growth hack. It's a very simple growth hack, but it's about growth hacking new clients and new customers. And it's using the Sales Navigator tool of LinkedIn, a CRM program called Octopus, and a free calendar software called Calendly. So Swire took care of the introductions. Principal at the Zenon Consulting LLC, growth hacking and marketing automation, new product, service, or business launch, social media content strategies, building your subject matter expertise to get you free PR, public relations, and then human-centered customer experience design. That's what I did for the Walt Disney Company. That's what I'm currently doing for Sears and Kmart. If I can help you and your business with that as well, I'd be more than happy to do so. So first of all, we're going to talk about what is growth hacking. I tell people that, I help small businesses with growth hacking, and they sometimes say, whoa, hey, is that legal? Is that some sort of pirate thing? And I say, you know what? Absolutely not. There is no pirate involved, although we do follow what's known as the AAARRR sales funnel. And that is awareness, acquisition. So it's really making people aware of your business. It's trying to acquire those customers, those eyeballs, and turn them into customers. So acquiring those customers, activating them, getting them to click where you want, getting them to place an order, getting them to visit your store or your shop or your restaurant. Retention, how do we make sure that they come back more than one time? Revenue, maximizing the amount of revenue they're spending at each visit or at each trip. And then the most important thing is referral. It's really like, how do we get them to write a review? How do we get them to tell other people about you, who you are, what you do, and also that they should spend some time and money with you? So there are three key ingredients that your business needs prior to really kind of implementing growth hacks. And number one is the exceptional product or service. Okay, even with the most outlandish and greatest growth hacks, if you don't have a really great product or service which is priced right and it's available when people need it, it's not going to really work. You also need to have a deep knowledge of your target customer. You should really know as much about them as you possibly can. And then if you have some marketing test data, that is always extremely helpful. So if you've done some marketing, you've tried out some social media, and you kind of said, this is kind of what I'm getting as far as likes and people clicking on my content and things of that nature, that really helps. But if you have all three of those, congratulations. You're definitely somebody who can really kind of look at accelerating your business by using some of the growth hacking techniques. So today we're going to talk about Sales Navigator, Octopus CRM, and Calendly. They're three different softwares that we're going to use in a combination in order to help connect you with key decision makers in targeted organizations, but we're also going to demonstrate how to automate the process of outreach and follow-up. And then we're going to have some time for some Q&A. So you can get a copy of this particular presentation where you'll be able to click on the links. And if you are watching this presentation as a recording, you'll see my email at the very end of this. Send me an email. I'll absolutely send you a link to this presentation. So here's a checklist of what you need in order for this growth hack to really work. First and foremost, your LinkedIn profile, your LinkedIn business page, your Facebook business page, and your website landing page should be awesome. Awesome. Okay. And optimize. So what does optimize mean? That means that whenever somebody goes to one of these pages, there should be something that makes them want to connect with you, makes them want to provide you with their email address or possibly their phone number and their name. But it's really something that maybe they should even want to buy something while they're there. And so there's some resources behind these links that you'll be able to read when you get this presentation. Then you want to visualize your dream clients. Where do they work? What kind of companies do they work in? What are their titles? Maybe how long have they been in their role? That could be something that's important. Then you want to answer this question. What value will you give to your prospects? Okay. Ensure that this comes across like really, really clearly in your outreach message. And then make your follow-up messages simple but effective. And we'll talk about what that means in just a second. Now, why you're sitting there going, oh my God, this is so much work. I can't really focus on my profile or my business page or landing page. Guess what? You're going to see this teal Z appear on these sides of some of these informations. Everywhere you see a teal Z, if you need help with that, you give me a call. We'll be sure and help you out. So let's start with Sales Navigator. So as a small business person, I know we don't have a lot of money. Growth hacks are designed for folks with small budgets or sometimes no budgets. If you've got absolutely no budget, fear not. You can still use this growth hack because Sales Navigator comes with a 30-day free trial. Now, Sales Navigator is the kind of sales professional version of LinkedIn. Okay, you're going to go into LinkedIn. You're going to click on either upgrade my account, or you can Google free trial Sales Navigator, sign up. It's very important. You want to use the same email address that's connected to your Google Chrome. And also you're going to use the same email address when you sign up for Octopus. But what this does, it allows you to do a search for decision makers based on things like geography, industry, headcount, years at current company, title. And you can also exclude different companies as well if you don't want to necessarily talk to them. The page that you're seeing right there is one that I am using right now. So I am currently not totally confident that my job is going to exist next year. So what I'm trying to do is kind of growth hack my way into a new full-time role. And how I'm doing that is I want to find people who have, if you look right here, recruiter in their titles, okay? But I don't want sales recruiters. I don't want senior sales recruiters. I want them to be with their company 1 to 2 years. I want their company headcount to be something like that. And I want them to be somewhere close to my home, which is the Chicago and Milwaukee area. Hey, but guess what? I don't want Sears, Shop Your Way, or Transformco to know I'm doing the search. So I'm going to make sure I put the / next to their name. And then here are the industries that I'm really kind of looking and targeting. We're going to get to the demonstration where I'll be able to walk you through and show you how to do this. But I just wanted to give you a kind of a lay of the land and kind of where things are located. Next, let's look at Octopus's CRM. So now Octopus is only going to give you a 7-day free trial, okay? So 7 days is not a lot of time, but it's enough time to get your feet wet and really try and create a significant connection list using the tools if we are ready to do. But what's very important to remember, it works in Chrome. Again, use the same email attached to your both LinkedIn and your Chrome email. You want to do your prep work before getting your free trial. We've talked about the prep work that we're going to do in Sales Navigator before we sign up for our free trial. It might be a short-term purchase. It's something like $29 or $39 a month. It might be worthwhile to you to get it beyond that 7 days. Now, don't tell anybody I told you, but you might be able to call and negotiate to get a better price on here for at least a few months, because you can say, hey, I'm having financial hardships. COVID, unfortunately, forced me to lose my job. And they might say, okay, we'll give you a deal for a little bit of a discount or a lot of a discount for the next 2 or 3 months, okay? And then what you're going to do is it's going to show up as an extension. So an extension is what shows up on the top right-hand corner of your URL search bar or your URL bar. And what you're going to do, you're going to have an extension up there. You're going to click on it, and this little window is going to pop up. Again, in the demonstration that we do in just a second, we'll be able to show you how that works. Now, what's going to happen? When you go into Sales Navigator and you create your list, you've figured out who you want to target, you're going to import into what's called the CRM tool. Okay, so what's very important is that your list is going to be right here. Okay, this is right here. So our objective is to connect with people on LinkedIn. That's our objective. We want to connect with them and we want to start a conversation with them. So we are beginning with the goal of getting people on the telephone to talk to them about them and about you and your business, okay? So it's about building your networking list, okay? Networking lists could lead to sales lists. It could lead to customers, okay? So this is step one. So what do? You write a nice, interesting, juicy intro letter. And you put hello, and it says first name in these weird parentheses or percentage marks. So you're going to click on first name, and that little thing will show up. Hello, first name. I'm interested in expanding my network with leaders in target organizations. I have 20 years experience solving problems creatively for Fortune 500 companies. I'm an innovative marketing and customer service experience executive. Do you have a few minutes for a call this week? Okay. Put yourself in the shoes of your customer. In this case, my customers are people who are recruiters at organizations in businesses that are close by to me. Would that message right there be juicy enough for them to say, this person looks like they could be interesting. I should connect with them. What are they going to do? They are probably going to go check my LinkedIn profile. Again, LinkedIn profile should be awesome. They might check my LinkedIn business page, look at my homepage. They might look at those things, which is why they need to be awesome, because we want them to say, yes, Mark, I'll connect with you. That's what I'm going to do. So now that you have your little intro letter, you go to your connect, and then what's going to happen? Wait, before we do that, we're going to kind of talk about a few things. Number one, this column right here is everybody's first name. Okay. Now there's a few people out there that are getting wise to this, and they might put a little star or a little sun or a little emoji in their right before they put their first and last name on LinkedIn. What's going to happen is this Octopus is going to capture that little symbol, and it's going to say, hello, smiley face emoji. I'm interested. And the people are going to be like, whoa, this guy's a spammer. I'm not going to connect with him. So again, you go through the first names, you make sure everybody's first names are legitimate. If you see one that has an emoji in it, you just click on that box, click on the little garbage, and it's like, get rid of that person. They're no good. The second thing that is important, premium. Now, if you want to maximize your hit rate, you want to go with people who have the LinkedIn premium, because what's going to happen is these are people that are on LinkedIn on a regular basis. They're on there every day, every couple days, every week. The people who have premium will more than likely be there, see your invitation, and connect with you. Finally, we're going to put a number in this little box right here, and we're going to click that teal button, launch, and Octopus is going to do the magic. Okay, they're going to send everybody on that list this message, hoping that they're fishing to try and get them to connect with you. Okay, so that's your connect campaign. Now it is the Z is going to show up there. If you want help with that, by all means, give me a call. But follow up is where the magic happens. Okay, so here is what we're going to do. We are going to make sure that we are on the message on this column here. we're going to figure out we're going to pre-write this message, and we're going to call it HR follow-up 1. So it says, dear first name, I know you're busy, which is why I wanted to follow up on my previous message. Are you available to connect this week or next? When you send the connection, you wait 2 to 3 days, and then you send the follow-up. Okay. Again, you're going to put a number in this box here. You're going to hit launch. Octopus is going to send a whole bunch of that exact same message to all of the people who haven't yet responded to your first message. Now you can do a follow-up 2, you can do a follow-up 3, you can do a follow-up 4, and you tell Octopus that if they do not respond, they immediately go into follow-up 2, and then into follow-up 3, and into follow-up 4. Okay, not super comfortable pestering people 5 times, but guess what? That's where everything happens. Sometimes that's where it's where it gets important to do that. And it's demo time. So Swire, I'm going to ask you to just confirm that you're able to see what I am going to be showing on my screen here.
Okay.
So I need to go into my, here we go, my Google Chrome. Hello, my Google Chrome. And now I'm going to go into Sales Navigator. Okay, can you see? Hello, come on, Sales Navigator. There we go. Can you see Sales Navigator?
Yes.
Okay, so Swire, if you don't mind, I'm going to actually use you for this demonstration. So we all know that Swire Ho is the promo guy. So who would be important for Swire to connect with? So I'm going to put marketing in this search query. Marketing, okay? I'm going to click go. So what it's doing is it's getting all of the people who have marketing in their title. And look at that, 50 million people.
Wow.
Swire can reach out to. Okay, that's way too many people. So what we're going to do is we're going to look right here, and we're going to see these are the common filters. But for this demonstration, we're going to view all filters. So maybe we want to get this 50 million number. See the 50 million that I'm circling up here? We want to get it down. So we're going to say that Swire is going to do a campaign in Los Angeles. Okay, so now he's going to say, I'm going to pick, so there's a few different Los Angeles. I'm going to pick Los Angeles metropolitan area. When I click that, the number up here in the top right, oh, look, it went all the way to 1 million people. So now we're down to 1 million people. So let's say, okay, I'm looking for people who want to find promo items. I think bigger companies are more likely to buy promo items. So I am going to click on the companies that have at least 500 people. Okay, now we look at the magic number up here, and what's it getting down to? Whoa, still 270,000 people that we can connect with in those bigger companies. So then let's talk about, let's go to seniority level.
Quick question.
Yes.
Are you searching for everyone on LinkedIn or people that you have connected with LinkedIn?
Everyone on LinkedIn, 100% of the people. Yes.
Okay.
I'm not filtering it by the people who know me. This is everybody on the LinkedIn platform.
Okay.
Yes.
With marketing.
Then with marketing in their profile. But now I want to say we're going to talk, we want to try and get vice presidents. We're going to try and get directors, and we're going to try and get people who have senior in their title. Okay, look at that, 160,000. That's still a lot of people. And maybe, just maybe, Swire saying, you know what, I got this really great item that people who are in like internet companies can really use. They're really turned on by this. So I'm going to go and do like internet companies, information technology, computer software. So these are companies that are going to really be able to use this item that I really want to try and sell them. So I'm going to do that. So now we're at 31K. So I'm going to click this search button, search. And what Sales Navigator is going to do is it's going to give me all 31,000 of those people. Okay. And so what's going to happen is now I've got there's a list of 31,000 people who are at companies like Hulu. They're at TikTok. She's at IHOP. This guy is at Pave Consulting, the Walt Disney Studios, LRW. Okay, so these are some really heavy hitters. These are at some really big companies. We think that they've got big budgets. We think they want to buy some promotional products. So what do? We go up here to the top right-hand corner, click on this little extensions button, and we're going to launch Octopus. Okay, so now, like we said, that little tiny box, this little box is going to start to show up. So what we want to do is we want to take everybody from this list and put it into the Octopus CRM tool. So it says send users from this. Actually, I'm not going to do that campaign. I'm going to put this on default campaign. So I'm going to send them from here. I'm going to send, I don't want to send 100 because it'll take too long. I'm just going to send 10, and I'm going to push send to CRM. And it says, please hold. Now, while we're holding, I want to show you, see this little gold box? That's the people who are premium members. If you click on that button that says premium members only, Nick Tran won't show up. Wayne would. Jeffrey won't show up. Angela won't show up. But the other people will. Okay, so now we've sent it to them. We saw that little notification. All 10 of those are over there. So let's click over to CRM. So we go to CRM, and that launches Octopus. Now, I've already put Octopus. Now it says, well done, Mark. 10 out of 10 profiles have been transferred to the campaign. Okay. All right. So those people were in default campaign. I had sent them the default campaign. See, you can see 41 seconds ago, these 10 people were added. Okay. If I wanted to send, I wanted to connect with those people. Oh, default campaign. Oops, sorry. Actually, let me go to the retail recruiter outreach. Okay, so I'm just going to do a demonstration of one that's already in here. So here are the people that I have in this area. So I've got, these are folks who are retail recruiters, marketing communication manager. Is that right? Yes. And so I want to send, I'm an executive recruiter known for designing and delivering customer experiences. I want to connect, I'm going to put in here, I'm going to put 5 people. And I'm going, no, actually, you know, I'm just going to put 2 because it takes a little while. And I'm going to hit launch. Okay. So now I'm putting, Octopus is processing the profiles. And what it's doing is I think it's going to be the first 2 people that are on that list. It's going to start to send them my message, which essentially is, hey, can you please connect with me? Okay. And so what happens is, so far, now Michael is going through, and he's going to get a message. And we are going to be, in just a second, done. Okay, so that's everybody. So those 2 people has successfully processed those users. Again, we'll talk about the numbers we can use. And if you go to LinkedIn now, what you see is your inbox actually fills up pretty well. This is my inbox from today. So from 10:10, Mark kind of said yes. Emma said yes. Kimberly said yes. All these people connected with me today from what I did this morning using this little growth hack. So I get to follow up with all these people today. I'm going to try and get those folks on the phone. So I'm going back now to the presentation. Can you see the presentation on there?
Yes.
Okay. So I hope that made sense. I hope that wasn't too fast, but your LinkedIn inbox should fill up with new connections, okay? Now, Octopus is a shotgun approach. Personalized follow-up is critical. Now it's time to get them on the phone. Now we talk about how do we do that? So this is where the Calendly software comes in. So what you want to do, connect to your Google Calendar, copy the link and add this to your personalized messaging and create your call, notes and objectives and have a personalized, proven, effective sales call ready to go. So here is my Calendly setup. When you do the free, when you take the free version, you get to do either a 15-minute, a 30-minute, or a 60-minute. So I chose the 30-minute. You just click on this little button that says copy link. And here's an example, a great example. My friend Antoine here, he wasn't my friend last week, but at least he just did this week. He just sort of signed up. I wrote, as you can see, I know you're busy, which is why I wanted to follow up on my previous message. Are you available to chat this week or next? And he says, hi, Mark, sorry I haven't gotten back to you. Do you have time tomorrow afternoon to connect? Fantastic. I love you, Antoine. And I say right away, awesome. Thanks for the swift response. Please set a time on my calendar, and I look forward to chatting Swoon with you. He works at a company called Swoon. You then paste the link right here, send it back to Antoine. Antoine, the ball is in his court, in order to sign up on your calendar or in order for you to have a phone conversation with him. I had the phone conversation with him. Antoine was a phenomenal contact. He gave me 2 different opportunities that he's working on that I've gone ahead and applied for. So I tell you guys, this process, this growth hack works to get people to talk to you and get them on your phone. Now, mission critical, okay? If you are doing nothing else right now, snap a photograph of this slide if you're not going to go back and do this, because this is very important, especially if you're only using the free version. Okay, the maximum numbers you can import from Sales Navigator into Octopus is 2,500 in a day. The connections, the maximums you can connect with are 90 people per day, which is why if you get that LinkedIn Premium, those 90 that you're going to be using are going to be a lot more sort of target rich, are going to be a lot more probably likely to connect with you. You should launch 50% in the morning, 50% in the evening, and continuously change your numbers. So if 90 is the maximum that you can do, day 1, 43 in the morning, 47 in the evening. Day 2, 46 in the morning, 44, and so on and so on. Okay? To connect with 90 a day, you want to do this. Now, for follow-up, you get to do more. You can do up to 150 follow-ups per day. Okay? Again, though, use the 50-50 number in the evening and in the morning. What I like to do, I wake up in the morning, brush my teeth, I come over here, I launch this thing, I punch in my number and I write it on my log and I say I did 45 in the morning in this campaign, hit launch, and you walk away from your computer. You don't want to use LinkedIn, you don't want to use Sales Navigator, you don't really want to do anything else. Let it do its job. 43 is going to take it a little while. So I go downstairs, I get my coffee, I have my coffee, I go for my run, I come back from my run, and it's all done and ready to go. Now, why is this so important? LinkedIn doesn't necessarily love Octopus, okay? If they see that you are doing too many on a given day, warning. You get 2 warnings, jail. You're in LinkedIn jail, your account will be suspended for a certain amount of time. Okay, if you've got a free 7 days of free trial, you do not want to get your account suspended, okay? Just telling you. All right, so get used to no. You're gonna hear no. This is not a foolproof plan. And then, like I said before, it's a little uncomfortable to be sending follow-up number 5 or follow-up number 3, follow-up number 4, and you're like, oh my God, I'm bugging these people. I don't want to bug them. It doesn't feel comfortable. It's not who I am. I don't care. If you want to grow your business, if you're really serious about growing your business, discomfort is your friend. I would rather feel uncomfortable pushing for better than feel uncomfortable settling for less. If you truly believe in what you're selling, you truly believe that your business is fantastic, it is you're doing people a disservice by not getting them to connect with you. Okay? And it says the magic will happen when you feel most uncomfortable. That's my coach, one of my coaches. He's fantastic. He does a great job helping me along the way. In conclusion, what is the Zenon factor? Let Zenon Consulting ignite and accelerate your small business's growth and success. All of those things I am more than happy to help you with in your business. This is just a small list of some of the growth hacks that I have successfully used in helping other small businesses grow. And with that, I would be more than happy to answer any questions that you might have. And this is my my contact information. So thank you very much.
Great. So Mark, I do have a question for you.
I'm going to stop sharing. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Super.
There's a really automatic process, and then it's very powerful. You can filter down all the people that are within your search criteria. But my question will be, I've been doing it in another way. For example, me and you are connection on LinkedIn. And also I belong to 2 Chamber of Commerce, which a lot of them are my contact on LinkedIn. How would you compare with this automatic approach to a more, I would say, slower approach? If I know that someone that is a good contact of mine and I ask you to refer me to them, would that be a slower approach, or how would you, compare the two?
So Octopus, this is one small thing that Octopus does. Octopus also will send out not recommendations, but when you say that somebody is really good at their job, it will you can do a number of things. It will automatically send all of these what is the word? But anyway, it will let people know, hey, Mark thinks you're really great at marketing. Mark thinks you're really good at strategy. Mark thinks and it'll do that so that you can make that other further connection, but it will automate that part. So the answer to your question though is how does this compare? What this particular growth hack is for increasing the number of connections you have on LinkedIn. And it's for really trying to get them on the phone for the first time to just talk about you. Now, when I talk to people about when I'm trying to get a job, I don't say, hi, my name is Mark. What kind of jobs do you have for me? Saying, so I went on your career site and I noticed that this role was available. Do you happen to have a referral program? I would love for you to send me a referral link. Again, I don't go with ask until it is really a really good match and a good fit.
Okay. Yeah, so it is a really powerful tool, and you could reach out to people. But my question will be, you obviously know exactly what the title of the people that you are searching for. What about for some of us who are trying to find out, with different, categories? Do you build different campaigns? For example, for me, you put in marketing, which is one of the target that I have, but I can also have orders from the event and trade show department. So do I just build two different campaigns then?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can actually put people in lists. Like if somebody has already placed an order and they are a good customer of yours, you can add them to a kind of like previously ordered sort of list. And maybe you have a marketing message you want to send to them. Now, again, this goes via LinkedIn. Okay, so this is assuming that they spend time on LinkedIn and they've got some, this is where they're willing to, receive this kind of information. Again, somebody might say, I don't really like that, Swire, you're sending me stuff here on LinkedIn, send it to my email, or I'm just going to sort of block. This is designed to get so many that when people like block or fall off, it's like, okay, I understand it's not for you. This is not really what you want me to do here. But I go of a lot of people that, yes, they do value this. And this is kind of who I'm really targeting here. This is really kind of focused on one platform, LinkedIn, and how to really make it a more effective sales tool.
Would you, obviously the more you run your campaign, the better feedback I would assume that you will get from the potential contact that you have had. Would you start narrowing down? You did, wonderful for me. You limited to, you filtered down to Los Angeles, the VP senior level. So if I found that, I'm better connect with a certain geographical location or company type, should I be more focused, or do you still suggest that I go broad, with, the general search term?
Yeah, so I love that question. And so what happens is, just like in any kind of marketing, what you do is you start to find who is the person who's responding. If you're kind of finding that senior managers and directors and really not VPs, you take VP off of there. And then what you do is you essentially say, I'm getting connections, and of my connections, these are the similarities that they have. This is what they have in common. So if I'm going to go to Las Vegas, I'm going to then say, I'm going to focus it on that type of criteria. So it's really trying to like make that lookalike model or that persona that you're really trying to kind of like narrow down, so that in subsequent, as you sort of expand into other campaigns, into maybe other geographies, you're going to be able to get a lot higher hit rate and higher, success rate as you sort of like learn and kind of continue to grow and repeat this.
Mm-hmm. And in your presentation, you also mentioned referral. So would you say I should do a more active role on asking some of my clients to give me referrals or testimonial on LinkedIn? Would that help my profile?
Absolutely. So one of the things, I'm doing a presentation this week, and it's about predictions for 2021 for small businesses. At the top of my list is the words social proof. Social proof is awards that you win, testimonials from customers, Google reviews that are like 4 or 5 stars, and putting those right on your website, right, very big, that you've seen as featured on this, company, as featured on this television show, this blog, whatever it is, whatever it really kind of creates something where people are like, this person clearly knows what they're doing. And look there's so many other people who have tried these items, and this is what they're saying about them. Incredibly important. So Swire, I would suggest if you have close enough relationship to them with their smiling photograph, and perhaps a product that they purchased or that they use, and a small 2 or 3 sentence little blurb, that's fantastic for your website.
Okay, great. Mark, so I'm going to put the show notes on there, and I'm also going to put your contact information. So this is great information. I'm sure I'm going back to rewatch it again. So Mark, thank you so much for coming on to the show today.
Swire, it's my pleasure. And again, if I can do anything to assist, it's not always a price tag that's attached to it. By all means, just reach out, ask me the questions. I'm happy to answer any questions that you guys might have.
Thank you, Mark.
Okay, Swire, take care.
Thank you for watching the show. I hope you enjoyed the content. Since we started doing the Small Business Show, I've noticed better engagement with our target audience and increased interest in our services. As for the promo guide, I had the opportunity to be included as the feature cover story in one of our industry-leading magazines, and have been invited to be on other podcasts as an expert of our industry. I truly believe developing and producing your own unique content via live stream and podcast is a way to grow your business in a new world. Let's help you to be an expert in your industry.